Welcome guys to day 20 of the Bible. We're reading day 20 of the Bible. So I didn't do this yesterday. Okay. So on number 12. Yeah, on number 12. Number 12, and we're gonna read this one first, and I'll tell you which verse we're gonna be reading. Okay, so we'll be reading. Okay, so let me read this one. I will place a curse on those who harm you. Okay, so we'll be reading verse 4 to verse 14. Let's read. So Adam left Han as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. At this time Adam was 75 years old. Adam took his wife, son, his nephew Lot, and everything they owned. They took all the servants they had gained in Han. They set out from Han, planning to go to the land of Canaan. In time they arrived there. Adam traveled that land. He went as far as the great tree of Mount at Seth. Were living in the land at that time. The Lord appeared to Adam. The Lord said, I will give this land to your descendants. So Adam built an altar there to the Lord who had applied to him. Then Adam traveled from Shem to the mountain east of Bethlehem, and he set up his tent there. Bethlehem was to the west, and I was to the east. There Adam built another altar to the Lord and worshipped him. After this he traveled on toward South Canaan. Adam goes to Egypt. At this time there was not much food in the land, so Adam went down to Egypt to live because there was so little food just before they arrived in Egypt. Adam said to his wife, Sir, I know you are a very beautiful woman. When the Egyptians see you, they will say, this woman is his wife. Then they will kill me but let you live. Tell them you are my sister. Then things will go well with me, and I may die. And I may be allowed to live because of you. So Adam went to Egypt with the people of Egypt. So that child was very beautiful. Some of the Egyptian officers saw her also. They told the king of Egypt how beautiful she was. They took her to the king's palace. The king was kind to Adam because he thought Adam was Shem's brother. He gave Adam sheep, goats, and male and female donkeys. Adam also was given male and female servants and camels. But the Lord sent terrible diseases on the king and all disease and sent terrible diseases on the king and all the people in his house. This was because of Adam's wife's sin. So the king sent for Adam. The king said, "What have you done to me? Why did you tell me Sam was your wife? Why did you say she's my sister? I made her my wife, but now his is your wife. Take her and leave." Then the king commanded his men to make Adam leave Egypt. So Adam and his wife left with everything they owned. Adam and Lot separate. So Adam, his wife, and Lot left Egypt. They took everything they owned and traveled to southern Canaan. Adam was very rich in cattle, silver, and gold. He left South Canaan and went everything they owned. He owned and traveled to southern Canaan. Adam was very rich in cattle, silver, and gold. He left southern Canaan and went back to Bethel. He went where he had camped before, between Beth and Ai. It was the place where Adam had built an altar before, so he worshipped the Lord there. During this time, Lot was traveling with Adam. Lot also had many sheep, cattle, and tents. Adam and Lot had so many animals that the land could not support both of them together. Adam's herds and Lot's herds began to argue. The Canaanites and the birds were living in the land at this time. So Adam said to Lot, "There should be no argument between you and me. Your herds and mine should not argue either. We are brothers. We should separate. The whole land is in front of you. If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left." Lot looked all around and saw the whole Jordan Valley. He saw that there was much water there. It was like the Lord's garden, like the land of Egypt, in the direction of Zoar. This was before the Lord destroyed. So the Lord chose to lay in this way. Adam and Lot separated. Adam lived in the land of cities and the Jordan Valley. He moved very near to Sodom. Now the people of Sodom were very evil. They were always sinning against the Lord. After Lot left, the Lord said to Adam, "Look all around you. Look north and south and east and west. All this land that you see I will give to you and your descendants forever. I will make your descendants as many as the dust of the earth. If anyone could count the dust on the earth, he could count your people. Get up, walk through all this land. I am not giving it to you. So Adam moved his tents. He went to live near the great trees of Mel. This was at the city of Uz, where he built an altar to the Lord. Lot is captured. Now Abram was king of Babylon. Uz was king of Uzziah was king of it was king of and I was king of Golam. All these kings went to war against several other kings. First king of Sodom, king of Sodom, and the king of Ben. This is also called Zor. These kings who were attacked united their enemies in the valley of Sodom. The valley of Sodom is now the Dead Sea. These kings had served God for 12 years, but in the 20th year and the 13th year they all turned against him. And in the 14th year, and the kings with him came and defeated the ones, and they also defeated the and Ham and the and they defeated the Huts in the mountains of into Elpan. Elpan is near the desert. Then they turned back and went to that is gone. They defeated all the they also defeated the armies who lived in Hazan. At that time the kings of Sodom went out to fight in the valley of Sodom. The place called Zor. They fought against king of Babylon and the end king of Slet. So there were 4 kings fighting against 5. There were tar pits in the valley of Sodom. The kings of Sodom and God, their names, their armies ran away. Some of the soldiers fell into the tar pits. The others went away to the mountains. Now and his armies took everything the people of Sodom and Gomorrah owned. They also took all their food. They took Lot, Adam's nephew, who was living in Sodom. And they took Lot, Adam's nephew, who was living in Sodom. The enemy also took everything he owned. Then they left. One of the men who was not captured went to Adam. He told Adam what had happened. At that time, Adam was camped near the great trees of Man. Was a brother of and they had all made an agreement to help Adam. Adam rescues Lot. Adam learned that Lot had been captured, so he called out his 318 trained men who had been born in his camp. Adam led the men and chased the enemy all the way to the town of Dan. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. This was long, but I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, live streams, gameplays, and other stuff. Bye! Hope you enjoy. Chill, dude.